Metal. If you saw episode 1, are we going to call it 1?
You can call it 1.
Or Alpha?
The Alpha.
The Alpha.
And this is the Beta.
Beta.
Beta metal.
Beta.
It's kind of like baby metal.
No. No. So, much to your dismay...
Who's dismay?
Whoever didn't want another one to appear.
Oh, we're sorry.
We're sorry. We're
back.
just putting these all out.
Yeah,
we have really nothing to do.
We're bored.
We're really bored.
Yes. So welcome to the second episode.
Welcome to second. We'll give a recap of what we do.
Yes.
In case people forgot.
The whole 5 minutes of the last one?
Yes. He's going to ask a question, and I'm going to give my answer. Because apparently, he's the one with the masters, and I do not.
This is true.
It is true.
Yeah.
I don't have a master's.
It's always Bert and Ernie. It's never Ernie and Bert.
Yeah.
You ever notice that?
Yeah.
This is true. So we got two. We got two.
Okay, go on.
Episode 2, we're going to do 2 first.
It's a twofer on 2.
So the first one, because we were actually talking before the podcast.
I'm channeling.
Yes, he's channeling his wisdom.
Wow.
Alcohol.
Yes.
Alcohol.
Helping ugly people procreate for thousands of years.
I've heard that before.
Yes.
I've heard that one. So there's a lot of different alcohols out there.
Yes.
Vodka.
Mm-hmm. Potato water.
Whiskey.
Rice. Well, no, corn water.
Whiskey?
I think
really?
they're going with corn.
Or barley.
Maybe.
Barley is something else.
That's beer.
That's beer.
Yes.
Yeah. So all those are very simple.
Yes.
But one is a little more complex.
Bourbon.
Yes. What is the story of bourbon?
Let me enlighten you. Yes. So, upon my many ventures across this great planet...
Which isn't that many.
I've had a few ventures.
This is true.
This is one of them.
He's an old man.
Older.
No, he's a mature man.
Mature. One of my trips led me to Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeehaw.
Well, they don't do yeehaw there.
No?
No.
It's not yeehaw?
No.
What is it?
They're really like Southern, but not that type of Southern. That's more like Texas.
They're not excited.
Oklahoma.
They're not excited Southern.
They don't say that type of stuff.
Okay.
A lot of mint juleps and a lot of big floppy hats.
I do say Scarlet.
See, there it is.
That's the Southern. All right. So, anyways, you're in the mint julep land.
Yeah, mint juleps, and went on a tour.
Okay.
And one of the things they brought up was bourbon.
What kind of tour was it?
Kentucky bourbon tour.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's a fancy tour.
Yes.
I've never actually
had a lot of samples. This was around Churchill Downs,
nice.
Where they hold the
Derby,
the Run of the Roses, which is also called the Kentucky Derby.
Right. I've never actually had bourbon.
Bourbon's really good. Well, don't go cheap.
Okay. Bourbon's not a cheap alcohol.
You don't want the bathtub stuff.
Not like beer, where you can have.
You can have beer. For me, beer, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Expensive, cheap, it
all tastes the same.
All tastes the same.
Yes. So bourbon.
Bourbon. So apparently, the story I was told by the tour guide was that they had made this really fine whiskey. So the area was known for producing whiskey. And every year in New Orleans, no, you can't say New Orleans. New Orleans.
Who can say New Orleans?
No one can say. Apparently, that's how they can tell tourists.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh, you get robbed.
Yes, or
shanked,
gypped.
Ships.
Yeah. Taken.
Some sort of violence.
Like that.
Yes.
And so every year, like the city would contact these other cities for like their specialties for their own parties.
Oh.
So Louisville, that area of Kentucky, would know for their whiskey. So at one point, they ran out of barrels to send the whiskey. So this guy had had all these leftover barrels, but they were burnt on the inside.
Huh.
So he poured the whiskey into that, and as they traveled, because back then it was horse and wagon, so by the time it got to New Orleans, it kind of changed the flavors and the complexity of it, and they served it on Bourbon Street. Hence the name Bourbon.
Nice. That's a good story.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
Yeah. It's all purely American. Go figure. I thought it was French or
something
English. Yeah.
But it is French influence because Bourbon and Bourbon Street in New Orleans has a lot of French influence.
Well, except for the fact
Mm.
that a majority of New Orleans, when you go to those famous areas, it's the Spanish Quarter.
This is true.
It's Spanish architecture. It's Spanish influence there.
Spanish French.
And Creoles are from Canada.
Well, there you go. So they got it all completely screwed up.
Yep.
There's nothing French about it.
Nothing.
That's
well, except for the fleur-de-lis and all that.
Well, that's true. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good story.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yes.
That's not the whole show.
No. We have one more part.
We have one more part.
Okay, so
he's going to ask me a question.
Yes.
And I'm going to channel
your inner wisdom.
My inner wisdom that I've obtained from all my what would you say? Life experiences.
Sure. Something.
And I would spew out.
Spew out, you random nonsense.
It's not nonsense.
Some can.
It could be used at parties, though.
It could be. So here's a big question. So if you are going to buy alcohol, what do you need?
You would need a fake ID.
Okay.
Or grow a mustache, or hang out with somebody that just looks older.
And cash.
Oh yeah, you need cash.
You need cash more than the fake.
Or you can hang out outside and say, "Hey, can you buy me a-"
Right, but you need cash, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, unless your parents are loaded, you're gonna go to an ATM. Right?
Or
where?
If you have, I would say, your own little harem, you could just go to.
Okay, you're not going to your harem that you don't have.
I call that my ATM.
Wow, that's awful. He's always depositing something.
No.
You went there, I did not. I'm just putting that out there.
No.
So,
Go on.
ATM.
Uh-huh.
Right? When and where was the first appearance of the ATM?
I want to say that the first appearance of an ATM, which would be called an automated teller machine.
Correct. Yes, you are correct in that.
I am going to say the first appearance is going to be in the seedy back streets of San Francisco.
In what year?
I want to say in 1849. When the gold rush was happening, and all these old guys were walking around, hey, look at all this gold I prospected, and they couldn't carry all this gold around, so they swapped it into a box, and this guy who was in the box would give them paper. So this note is the equivalent of this big rock of gold is the equivalent of this bill right here.
That's a bank.
I thought it was a machine. I thought
it was a
ATM,
person. There's a person
inside of the box handing this out.
That's not how that works. Not even close.
Okay, all right.
So you're completely wrong.
Go on.
Completely wrong.
Completely wrong.
And in no way, shape, or form.
Wait. All right. Give me another shot at this.
All right, one more shot. Go ahead.
All right.
Can we at least get the right decade? That would be good.
The start. Right decade?
Yes.
I was in the right century.
Yes, actually.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. So the ATM, the automated teller machine.
Yes.
Used to withdraw money from.
Yes.
Came out in the 1800s.
No.
What? You just told me I had the right century.
Decade. You're the right decade, not century. Sorry, reverse that. Switch it.
This goes down to your lack of knowledge of measurements and depth and everything.
And everything else, yes. My numbers are fallible. Fallible?
Oh my God.
Fallacious. I have fallacious numbers.
Fallacious?
Yeah, you see? Good word.
Oh.
Better than the other version of that,
Well, just happy you got something out there. All right, so we're talking 1900s now.
Yes.
I want to say I want to say it was in Boulder, Colorado in 1925 when the guy who was running beer in those trucks away from that sheriff. Wait, that's Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, wrong movie. Wrong country. It's not an American invention. I will give you that.
Really?
Yes.
All right, so who likes money in the world besides Americans?
Who were the first people to create real banks?
I'd have to say it'd be the Middle East. Jerusalem. Places like
They
that.
didn't create banks.
What?
They were on the corners haggling. Did you see Aladdin? They were haggling for carpets.
They didn't have banks over there?
No,
Are you
it
sure?
was a haggle system.
A haggle system?
Yes, I give you the 2 sheep, you'll give me 1 goat. It works like that. There's cheese involved. I don't know. It's haggling. It's not, there wasn't currency.
Okay, all right. Currency.
Yes.
I want to go to the Moors in Spain with Torquemada.
No, they did gold coins.
Oh.
They didn't really have a currency. It was gold. Their currency was gold. I'm talking sound as
Is it the French?
No, closer.
What?
Yeah, closer, but not the French. They're too snooty.
Oh, see,
Nah.
you just segmented out to...
Hi, French. Well, we talked French before with the Bourbon Street and how it wasn't really French, too, so the French are going to be all over us.
You've become decidedly anti-French on this podcast. I did not know this.
I love the French. I love French food, except the snail thing.
French fries.
Those aren't French.
French dressing.
See, okay, now
French toast.
I didn't go there. Like some foie gras.
Oh.
No, I don't like foie gras. And a hot dog though. I did have
Done
that.
with you. Done with you. All right, so back to Europe.
Yes, it's in Europe.
The Swiss.
No.
Who in the 30s and 40s said, never mind where all this Jewish gold came from.
No, they don't blood
Look at
money.
our chocolate.
No, you're still. It's in the European centralized world.
It's not the Swiss.
No.
Is it the Danes?
No.
The guys on Game of Thrones?
No.
What's his name? Hodor?
Yeah, they're cutting people's heads off. They're not looking at banking.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're really
You're
making a lot of friends.
Making tons of friends today. It's all about making friends with people.
All right, so we're still on the continent of Europe.
Yes.
And is it the Spanish?
No.
The Portuguese?
No. I didn't even know what the Portuguese were famous for back at that time.
Shipbuilding, I think.
Yeah, Portuguese ships. Sound is a
You're on your own on this one.
pound. Sound is a pound. London. The first ATMs were in London. I gave you the hint of sound as a pound.
Yeah, you got to work on that, man.
You don't know the saying, sound is a pound? Why do you think they left the EU? Because their money was sounder than the rest of Europe.
I just thought they were tired of getting all those phony baloney Nikes.
That might be true too. But London had the first ATM. London.
Was it during Jack the Ripper?
No, 1967.
67?
Yeah.
The Corvette Stingray was made.
First ATM, 1967.
I still put the Corvette Stingray above the first ATM.
Oh, for God's sake. Well, we weren't talking about cars. If I had asked you what year the Stingray was made, would you know that?
Well, the first appearance was 67.
Okay, see, there you go. Stingrays and ATMs. We have it all together.
So wait, the English invented the ATMs?
Yes.
Why?
Because they needed a way of transporting money quickly to highfalutin people who needed their money. Remember all the runs on banks?
No.
There was a big thing in London.
I wasn't around during that time frame.
He was around in 67.
I was not around in
He
67.
was 22.
So they were going around going, what?
Oh, now you're making friends. But they need a way to get cash to people quickly so there would no longer be a run on the banks in the same way that there used to be back in the day. So they created ATMs.
Huh.
1967. London.
Do you think they were on the right side of the road? Or on the opposite side of the road?
Well, they are always on the right side of the road. We're the ones who decided to be on the wrong side.
We did that on purpose because you know why we won that war?
Yes, we did.
Take that. And our races go the other way.
Yes, that's true too. You feel better about yourself now?
I do now.
And that you offended the rest of the continents? I did the first half, you did second half.
I did nothing against the Australians.
Neither did I.
Or Asia.
Well, no, you can't do anything against Asia.
No.
Baby
no.
metal.
Baby metal. For this,
It's all about baby
this is BEQ&A
Yes.
signing off.